I know it's been a while since we've done some KSP. Been running some Amnesia: The Dark Descent, and wanted to get through that game before I came back to Kerbals, but I just couldn't stay away that long. So if you haven't seen the Amnesia stuff, do definitely go check that out. Um, but tonight I've got a couple of things lined up. I've got a mission that I really want to do, but we don't have enough money to do it. So I've got to run a couple of missions to get the money to do the one I really want to do. So bear with me. First up, we're going to rescue Linbus from orbit. We accepted this contract a while ago, never finished it. So let's go ahead and rescue Linbus, get some cash. Got to have, I think, just about 200,000 in the bank in order to launch the mission that I want to do tonight. So it's a cash grab. Linbus, the only reason you're getting rescued is because we want to do other stuff. Sorry. Okay, let's just let her orbit come around. I did do a little bit of stuff off camera just to be completely transparent. No, no, that we won't be using the band rimming maneuver. We'll just be doing a standard intercept. But I did do a little bit off camera. Oh, whoa, that was too fast. Okay. So what I did off camera was just I researched. I spent some research points. That's about it. I did go to one of our broken no battery Duna probes to get some science to complete a contract there. That was not fun. I had to I don't know. I think it took almost a whole orbit or more in order to send all of that because it would send one packet of data and then have to recharge and then send another one and have to recharge. No battery sucks. Okay, like I said, this is just going to be a really standard intercept. We'll transfer Linbus over and drop her back down. Very basic stuff. I'm not excited about this, but we need the money from it in order to pay for our more advanced mission. So I think, I think Linbus is a no. There's no stowaways tonight. Jeb is securely locked in his quarters during the launch. What was I saying? I think that I think Linbus is a scientist, so that'll be useful for some of our station upgrades. Okay. Coming in a little hot. Let's just drop that. If we can push the periapsis further out, we'll get a much better intercept. Okay. Looking good. A little more. Okay. And now we're starting to lose it. Let's bring it up. Okay. That looks pretty good. Let's bring it up. And we're going to have to cut our momentum a little bit. We're going to be going just a little bit fast. But it should be fine. 3.7. Can I get any closer than that? No, not really. No. Okay, 3.7 is good. I can work with that. Let's switch our target to target and set ourselves for a retrograde burn. I got parachutes, I got batteries, I got nukes, knives, sharp sticks. I'm set. Okay, coming up on it. I'm going to have to reduce my speed here pretty quick. And, okay, I better start that burn. So now I'm just trying to cut my speed so that I'm matching speed with Linbus, which will make it... Boom. Which will make it easier for me to actually perform the rendezvous. So I want to bring my relative speed down to 0, which I am doing. Almost. Okay, close enough. And now I'm going to point directly at my target, and I'm going to do a hard burn. And what you'll see is, yes, our intersect, we have a close intersect now. So get a little bit closer to that, then I'll have to cut speed again, and that should probably get us close enough for a transfer 200 meters. Start dropping some speed. Drop some more. And let's bring that to 0. Almost. Almost. There we go. And just because we've got all kinds of extra fuel, in orbit, nobody can hear you complain about how bad Grease 2 was. You know, I've never seen Grease 2. Grease 1 wasn't so bad. I'm more of a Fiddler on the Roof kind of guy, though, to be honest. My camera's kind of pointed up, isn't it? How's that? Now it's a little low. I have to get a better camera. Okay. I'm just bringing it in a little bit closer. No real reason for it. See if we can get around to the sunshine side of the planet. I guess that would be called the daytime side, wouldn't it? Think of Grease 1, but the polar opposite on an awesome scale. So pretty much take everything about Grease 1 that was good and get rid of it. Is that what you're saying? You know what's fun is when you're in a shopping center and you just randomly, as a grown man, break into some Grease songs. People do not expect that. Close enough. Let's get Linbus over. Oh! It's a Mark II cockpit. Interesting. Linbus was riding in style. Too bad that style sucked and you ended up lost in space. All right. Let's get her over here to our not broken heap and bring her home. And I think we get, it's not much, maybe 20,000 for this. But it needs to be done anyway. We can clear it out of our book and maybe pick up a new contract. Welcome aboard, Linbus. Come on. Gonna get on? There we go. Yeah, let's switch our settings to orbital, and I'll let it coast around to the daytime side. There's the moon. And let's just deorbit this. I don't really care about where. And we're now deorbital. Yeah, I know it's suborbital. All right. May as well expend all the fuel. There's no reason to save it. I really like this rescue pod. Let's put a good spin on there and ditch the engines. There we go. By spinning it, you create a natural inclination for the two bodies to separate. Oh man, Macho Man Randy Savage. Yeah, he did die way too early. No kidding. I was always personally more of a Rowdy Roddy Piper fan, though. Now it's pointed way over there. I don't know. My camera's being weird. It only swivels on one axis, which is very frustrating. Anyway, yeah, I was always more of a Rowdy Roddy Piper fan. The Brooklyn Brawler. I'm not familiar. Have you seen Lex Luger currently? The current Lex Luger, how he looks today. He's a happy guy, but I mean, he's definitely, um, yeah, yeah, yeah. He does look kind of like Ellen DeGeneres now. All right, pod's coming down. I did not quick save. It's too late now. Pod's coming down. Shedding that speed. We're getting kind of low. That's all right. Parachute deployed. And look, we made, oh wow, only 7,000. Oh, but I'll get more once she lands, yeah. And coming down. That was the engine section. Almost down. There we go. And let's just pick her up. As soon as it stops rolling, there we go. And we now have rescued Linbus. Let's see how much we got paid for that. Like I said, I need about 200,000 for this mission. Don't have it yet. We got, oh, how much? About 40,000 for that? 55. Okay. Now, I do have. Yeah, I don't know if any of you have been watching, but the KSP2 team released a video this past week, kind of explaining what they've been doing with all this extra time that they've been taking. And what they're doing is creating a large number of very stylized tutorials. Now, as a veteran KSP player, I personally find that kind of frustrating because if they're going to take all this time for tutorials, maybe they could release a pre-alpha or something just for us veterans to play with, to have some fun while we wait. I mean, I guess I understand trying to make the learning curve a little easier, but we didn't have it easy, and we're ready for something new. And now we're waiting all this extra time, almost 2 extra years, for some cartoons. I can't say I'm thrilled about that. Anyway, back to this. I do have a mission already in progress that should bring us the rest of the money that we need. And that is the mission to Eve. If I can, there it is. Now, it's quite a ways out yet, but I think I'm just going to fly it and take it. I I hope they do not add paid loot crate options. I do not want that at all. Okay. We're just going to ride this to Eve. It's 35 days. And everything else is pretty much sorted for now, so we can just let it sit. And let's go to Eve. It's time. It's time to go to Eve. I think we launched this, 3 episodes ago? 3 or 4? It's time. And the best part about this is these probes all have batteries. If you can imagine that. Hey. All right. Let's just coast it on in. We should enter the sphere of influence now in 3 days. Then we'll have to do a hard burn. Can we see it yet? There's the sun. I can see that. The name of the sun in this game is Kerbal. I don't know what a perennial orbital trajectory is. Is that like something that changes once a year or something? I don't know. Okay, let's just reach it. Whoa, I'm coming in super high. That's all right. And let's just go retrograde. And let's see if we can get captured. We are going very fast. Oh, wow. We're going very fast. We might not be able to capture the mothership here. But if that's the case, I'm pretty sure we can at least launch and capture the probes. Oh yeah, we're still going super fast. But we got our money. Plus some extra. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to capture. We are moving simply too fast. Whew. All right, let's see if we can get one of these to capture. Okay, yeah, this should be able to do it. I'm not reading that comment. Not out loud. So we came in really hot. This is not ideal at all. Let's grab some science while we're here. Oh, ran out of power. I don't think we've got enough to capture. Wow, we just came in too fast. Oh. Maybe. No. Nope, couldn't capture. Wow. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to impact the planet. We're just moving too fast. I don't have enough fuel to actually get captured here. This mission's kind of a wash. So instead of launching all of these, I'm going to leave them, and we'll let the ship continue to orbit. And there's the possibility that at some point in time it'll come into another um, encounter that might be a little bit more favorable to us. We'll just have to wait and see. Till then, I'm grabbing a little bit of science here. It's about all I can do. We'll have to plan another mission to Eve. We're too far to even really see it. That or I just don't know what I'm looking at. So it should be right. Oh, there it is. There it is. Do you see it? Little speck way over there. No, don't have atomic engines yet, but that's one thing that we're going to be unlocking. Fortunately, the mission's a wash, but it gave us the money we needed to do the next mission, which is the only reason I'm playing tonight, is to do this mission. So I'm not thrilled at the failure of the Eve mission. Um, Honestly, I think it's a better success than the previous Duna mission was. But that gave us now the funds. Yeah, 418. We only need less than 200. That gives me what I need to launch this next mission. Check this out. If the VAB ever loads. Operation Mosquito. This is what we're doing tonight. We're launching this thing to Duna. Because the last mission to Duna sucked so hard, we have to redo it. Now, I didn't have enough money to actually test this out, so I'm not sure if this thing works, but I think it should. Here we go. Now, I did notice while we were approaching Eve that Duna's not in an optimal location, so we're gonna no fins required. Do you want me to go back and put fins on? I don't think we need them, but yeah, we're gonna have to wait a little bit just to let Duna catch up. So let's just go for that. See, right now Duna's there. We need Duna to be there. Yeah, right about there. So we're just gonna hang out. Let things move along. We've got all kinds of, and there goes our our failed Eve program. Like I said, though, I'm just going to leave those out there. There is the possibility that at some point they actually come back into a usable location. Half a Dunic year, yeah, pretty near. It's going to take a little while for this to happen, but our space station should have a full bank of science by the time we're done. So maybe if I can remember before we wrap up tonight, I'll make the rounds and grab that science, and then we could do a a better mission to Eve. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there, just about. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put this thing in orbit and see what we can come up with. And yes, it's been sitting on the platform for a while. Okay. Yeah, if only I'd had a cartoon to teach me how to do that capture burn. Here we go. I have no idea. I've not tested this. So far, it looks good. I'm going to try to do this efficiently because I want as much fuel as possible so we can play around at Dune. Yeah, at Duna. So this is pretty standard. Just launched to orbit. It's holding up pretty well. I'm fairly happy with what's happening here. Okay, full burn. Start our gravity turn. Hey. I'll have to revert. I forgot to change a setting here. I'll add fins too, just to make you happy. And that means I just lost all of that time. That time warp. That's fine. We'll get it to orbit and then we'll time warp. Come on, you. I'll select it after we launch it. Fins. Sure, why not? I don't think they're needed, but if it makes you happy. There, now we have fins. I have not actually seen Sharknado yet. It's on my list. I'm going to watch it, but I have not done that yet. I'm just going to go ahead and put this up into orbit, and then we'll speed through time. Let's see. There's something that I want. I want to target that. I don't know if you remember the relay cluster that we left in orbit. We're going to go pick that up. And here we go. Yep, we're going to go pick that up and we're going to take it to Duna. They have batteries on them, the exact same as the ones that were just at Eve. Oh yeah, and I need to change the control point. There we go. That should make it a little more stable. And full burn. And let's start our gravity turn. Nice and easy. No reason to get carried away with it. And it's flipping out on me. Let it flip. Let it flip. Very efficient. And now we're stable. Okay, let's try to get this at a nice angle before we have to ditch those first engines there. Linus is scrap. You know, I need to put a claw on that rescue thing so it can dump, grab and trash the stuff. The pods that it's rescuing people from. And again, I launched at night. I'm so good at that. Okay. Just cruise up to Apoapsis here. Then we'll do our circularization burn. And then we'll rendezvous. We've got all the time in the world, really, to do that rendezvous. Can you hear the whale music? I turned the game volume down just a little bit. The amnesia is so quiet, I have to crank that up. And we're just burning to circularization. Bob Ross, The Joy of Painting is an awesome show. That guy was a really cool guy. Do you know he raised squirrels? He had a passion for squirrels. And we're almost circular. He also had an awesome afro. And we're orbital. Yay. Now we need to intercept. But let's see, we're about 1.4 degrees off. But that should be okay. Let's see. Might need to go more eccentric to make this happen. Yeah, I can do that. Am I willing to do that? Maybe. It cost me 146 meters per second of my delta V, but I am still on my ascent stage. So I could actually afford to do that. Get a 4.5 kilometer separation. 3.8. Point 2. Yeah, I can live with that. Relative speed is going to be 189. I'll have enough. This will work. Yep, we'll do this. Okay, phase 1 of Operation Mosquito. Rendezvous with the head lice cluster. Underway. I guess this would be phase 2. Probably launching to orbit would be phase 1, huh? And coming up on it. Time warp always gets me. I always goof and warp right past my point. Okay. Still got a couple minutes to wait here. 2, 1. It's going to be a pretty quick burn. 5 seconds. Means I've got to be fairly precise. It's coming. Here we go. And what did we actually end up with? Oh, wow, a 13-kilometer separation. That's no good. I can fix it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. Did I use all of my RCS? No, I did not. My monoprop. Okay. Now we just coast to the point of intercept. Taco Bell should also sell gastric health products. They do. They have a whole menu full of cleansers. Okay, so one thing that I noticed as I was preparing for this tonight was that the head lice cluster doesn't have a docking port. So we're going to use the claw. We're going to have to actually physically grab it. There's a lot of heat in this thing. All right, let's time warp around to that intercept. I don't know why I'm just sitting here staring at the screen. So we had to go pretty eccentric in order to make this happen. And we're coming up on it here. Now I have to shed some 190 meters per second in order to actually encounter this thing. I would watch a 10-hour looped clip of Techno Viking. For sure. Okay, we'll wait until we get into about 2 kilometers, and then we'll start a slow burn, and we'll ramp it up as needed. Okay. We're going to control from here. And now we're going to target directly at it. And it's going to be important that we hit it center of mass. If we do not, then the whole rocket will be off balance, and that'll be a big problem. Okay. So we're going to switch to the cluster, and we're going to target the mosquito. And then we're going to apparently have absolutely no control whatsoever. Did we run out of power here? No. Is it in hibernate? Yes. Okay, there we go. Okay. That should be pretty close. We don't want to hit it too hard. Break stuff, but we want to hit it hard enough to engage the claw. How am I doing? Less than half monoprop left. Alright, we're coming up on it. I'm trying not to use all of my monoprop here. Okay, claw is armed. Should have probably put more monoprop on than just that. It's too late now. I only needed it for this part. Let's see, how are we looking here? Still good? Still good. See if we can slow down just a little bit here. We're gonna make contact. We got it. How close to center were we? A little off. Not too bad. I think we can work with it. Okay. Operation Mosquito now has the head lice cluster attached to it. Perfect. Now we just wait for Duna to catch up. There we go. Here, I'll just put that away. I wonder why we're burning through our electric charge. I don't know. All right. Just wait for Duna here. Let's see what kind of encounter we can get if we try right now. I don't think it's ready yet. I don't think it's a good one. Let's see. Duna is so we'll want to. So Duna's an outer planet, which means we'll want to exit on the what I think of as the front end of Kerbin here. Maybe I should set that as the target. Okay. Yeah, we're not quite in an optimal location yet. All right. We'll wait a little longer. Beastmaster is a pretty good movie. I forgot all about it though. Was Kevin Sorbo in that? Just put that ball down. So if you've got what's that called? When you have seizures. I don't want anybody to have seizures watching my channel here. All right, let's see what we can come up with now. Are we making any progress here? Yeah, some. What did I just do? I don't know. I just messed up my whole maneuver node. Oh, I moved it way over there. Use the tractor beam. I haven't researched that yet. I think we're just going to have to wait a little longer here. Okay, let's try that. No, this maneuver node is no good. Let's try a new one. Getting better. Actually coming together now, yeah. Not quite there yet, though. We'll give it a few more days here. Right about there. Okay. There we go. Much better. Now let's see if we can actually get an encounter. There it is. There's our encounter right there. Yeah, that's going to use pretty much all of our fuel. That's all right. We'll make it work. Yeah, we'll make it work. No, there's no crew. This is unmanned. I'm not ready to send Kerbals out of past Minmus yet. 2-minute burn, it says. All right, get ready. Start our transfer burn. 20 seconds. In the dark. Of course. Of course. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. We're about to ditch the fins. You gonna activate? All right, and we're off. Yeah, I'll quick save after this burn. Yeah, I'm notoriously bad at forgetting to quick save. All right, and we do have spare fuel in these other tanks if we absolutely have to. Yeah, that seems. I do enjoy hanging out in a hammock myself. Yes. We're almost there. We're moving pretty fast, too. I wanted to do something with the head lice probe cluster. It's just been hanging out in orbit for a while. All right, we're coming up on it. Eight, seven, six, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we cut off the engine. All right, now that might not be exact. It's not. But we'll wait until we're outside of the influence of Kerbin here before we do any corrections. It'll cost us a lot less fuel to do it that way. So let's make sure to quick save. And then we'll, yeah, we've got plenty deployed here. We'll go ahead and leave the sphere of influence of Kerbin. There it goes. Where's the moon? There's the moon. All right. And I think we're outside of the sphere of influence of Kerbin now. So let's go ahead and plan a maneuver here to get us back into that rendezvous. Somehow, at some point, we've lost the rendezvous. There it is. All right. 27 meters per second. That's what it's going to cost us to fix this. That's not too bad. And we make that burn in 3 days. Now, I'm just going to stick with this and see this mission through. So we are going to do a 2-day. I'm sorry, I'm just watching. I always warp past my times for my maneuvers, and I don't want to do that. Okay. And I've done it, but it's okay. Did we get our encounter? We did. We've got our encounter. All right. Now we just ride the rocket to Duna. Here we go. How long? 250 days. Meanwhile, back at Kerbin, nothing is being done at all. Everybody's just hanging out. We should have a full array of science on all of those stations ready for us. And we're coming in. Our second mission to Duna here. Looks like we're already communicating with the probes we left behind. We're definitely not in an ideal position here. This is looking like that Eve mission. But don't worry, it's not. Alright, let's get captured. No, they did not remove Jeb from KSP2. Why would they do that? Okay. We're gonna run out of fuel. I'm gonna be pretty frustrated if we can't get captured around Duna. There. Good. Okay. Send the fuel back, and now there's no fuel there. So I'm gonna have to scavenge some fuel here. But we are in an orbit around Duna, so that's good. Okay. I want to grab a bunch of this fuel. Unfortunately, we're going to have to use it. Secure the Tiberium? Yeah? It was a good game. Okay. I'm not sure. It cost us more fuel to get here than I thought it would. That's kind of bad. Okay, so I've got some fuel there. None there. None there. Well, it looks like I may need to send a refueling mission up here at some point in time. Dang. Let's just get as much fuel as we can down to these stages. It's going to be important. Okay, fuel. Hey, how did I miss that? Fuel, fuel, fuel. I want to leave at least one tank. No, no. We'll just grab them all. These are just going to sit now in this orbit until we can get fuel out to them. Will act as a powerful relay, though. So that'll be nice. Because I need their gas. Okay, we took all of that. Nope, still fuel there. And here. And I think that's it. I think we have no fuel left out here. Okay, so which one of these did I unhibernate? Let's put it back into hibernation. And let's get rid of that. Okay, so that can just sit out there. And then that leaves us with this. And I don't know if I've got enough fuel now to make this work. The Arkansas credit card. That's nice. Okay. So I had wanted to send one to Ike and one to Duna, and I still want to do that. So we'll point retrograde in order to launch these. And that should slow them down in the orbit. Okay, here we go. Let's see if we can get this one to Ike. Almost 1900 meters per second. That's not too bad. It's very bad. Okay, let's set Ike as the target. And at the descending node, now why is it wanting to shoot off like that? I don't know. I guess let's just bring the periapsis down a little bit. Can we even see? Yeah, there's Duna. Okay. And let's speed around to periapsis. Then we'll bring the apoapsis down as well. Oh, and we've just lost radio contact, which means we have no control. Okay. I think I've got a radio antenna in here. If I can, there it is. Cannot deploy while stowed. Oh, well, that's fantastic. Thought I put antennas on here. Guess not. Well, there's a surprise. I got rovers. That gives us back our radio connection. I got 2 rovers, one for Duna and one for Ike. And we're going to try to land them. Try. It's looking good so far. Okay. Now let's see if we can get our inclination correct. Now you might notice I put more fuel on this one than the other one. That's because the other one's going to Duna, and it has atmosphere, so I can use parachutes. More. So because I can use parachutes, I don't need as much fuel. Now Ike has a fairly low gravity, so I might be all right. That should be good. Now let's see if we can get an encounter with Ike. Too much. That looks like an encounter with Ike. Can I do it for less? Yes. Okay. We're going to Ike. Quick save. I get so paranoid. I blow past these maneuver nodes all the time when I'm fast forwarding time. Speeding up time? What are they warping? Time warping. A 2-second burn in 8.5 minutes. Okay, it's coming, it's coming. Too much. I lost it. Okay. It looks good. Looks like I'm gonna make it. All right. Let's ride it in. The probe on Duna that's all busted up. All right, we're almost in an orbit already. That's great. It's not going to take too much to land here. I probably could have given a little more fuel to the other one, but that's all right. We'll land on the sunny side. Hello, Ike. Can you see it? I'm not really sure where a good location is, so we'll just land. We'll get really low. Actually, I kind of like that area right there. Don't think we're going to make it, though. This is a good spot. We'll just go here. Yeah, ice deposit for the hydrogen engines. All right, we're now suborbital. Here we go. I wonder which one's bigger, Ike or Minmus? I think Minmus, but I'm not sure. Cabbage should be a universal nickname for all men. For example, George Cabbage Washington, or George the Cabbage Washington, maybe. Oh yeah, we've got plenty of fuel to do this. Just gonna pull these in so they don't break. I hadn't necessarily wanted to do this with these bay doors open, but you get what you get. We still have over 700 meters per second of fuel left, so I think we're more than fine. Just have to make sure we touch down very gently because, as you can see, there's no landing structure here. It's the body is itself going to be the landing gear. Yeah, I think I could have definitely given some of this fuel to the other one, but that's all right. It's a little steep. I think we're going to make it. Nice and slow. Yeah, it's definitely not the ideal terrain, but it should work. There we go. And then I could just completely flip out. Okay. As soon as it stops sliding, we're down. And now we can deploy the rover. I'm worried that this antenna is going to smash as soon as I do that, though. I might lose contact with it. No? Okay. And there we go. What is the purpose of the rover? Rovers are cool. That is the purpose of the rover. So the rover can just drive around on Ike. Also, it has this cool little arm that can look at stuff. So yeah, we've got a little rover on Ike. It worked. And the base station there is still, we can dock back to it and use that as a recharging station if we want to. Anyway, that's that. We've got the rover on Ike. We can revisit that whenever. Drive it around. Let's get some science here. Hey, we got some science from Ike. Let's log the pressure. There is none. And we've got lights. All right. Let's go do the same thing on Duna now if we can. Which one is it? This one? The rover can drive around from biome to biome. It doesn't need fuel. So it can be used over and over again. If we send a lander down there, it's stuck either right where it landed or the 1 or 2 hops it gets before it runs out of fuel. Okay. And now we're going to Duna. Hopefully. Let's get to the periapsis again. Does this one have antenna? No, it does not. Ugh. Gonna have to do the same thing here. I thought for sure I put antenna on these. I did not. Okay. Here we go. To Duna. No. No, I don't know if I've used any DLC in tonight's episode or not. I think some of the engines maybe are from a DLC. Alright, and I think we're going to try to land on the North Pole of Duna, since we're in a pretty good position to do that. See if there's a Santa on Duna as well. Alright. Now, since we are coming through the atmosphere, we're going to have to do a lot of burning to make sure we're going slow enough not to burn up. There's no heat shield or anything on this. The plan was to do a very slow entry. Okay. Well, it won't be the North Pole, but it'll still be the polar cap, so let's see if we can make this work. Yeah, we're crossing over the pole right now. I think, yeah, it's right in that area there. Okay. We have to be careful here. If we go too fast, we burn up. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the pole there, that white spot. Some of the mountains on Duna are so high they're practically out of the atmosphere. Yep, working the poles is not easy. Trying to make sure we're going slow enough that we do not burn up. Get everything retracted so it doesn't break off and fly away. Okay, we are in the atmosphere now. Coming down. Nice and easy. Now we're landing on the pole here, so we've got all this ice for our hydrogen engines. It's important. Science grab? I think I already got science. Nope, maybe not. All right, once we get low enough, I'll start deploying the chutes. Yeah. Pretty soon. Let's go ahead and deploy the drogues. We'll see when those go. Well, I think we're definitely in the atmosphere. You can see we are slowing down. Parachutes have not actually deployed yet. There they go. Let's see what those can do for us. Let's prep the other chutes as well. How many holocrons? I don't know, all of them? We're almost down. And we had a little bit of fuel left over, so we could have left a little bit of fuel up there, but better safe than sorry. Alright, we're coming in. A little over 200 meters to go. I'm using the engines just a little bit in order to supplement the parachutes. Parachutes are doing a pretty good job, but still coming in just a little fast. All right. There we go. We're down. Yeah, I'm worried that as soon as I undock this, then that becomes two separate vehicles, and then it's going to just smash. All right. There we go. We now have a rover on Ike and a rover on Duna. And this is our first science, I think, from Duna's surface. Because the other thing, it didn't do as well. Yeah. Okay. That's that. That's what I wanted to do tonight. I wanted to put rovers on Ike and Duna. And I've done it. There we go. All right. That went really well. A little tight on fuel. Cut it really close, but it worked. Now I'm just going to visit the space stations and grab the science from there, and maybe get the nuclear engines researched. I don't think you can. Yeah, you can actually convert science to money, not to Dogecoin. Elon's not even encouraging Dogecoin anymore, last I heard. But yeah, you just go to your administration building, and I think, yeah, there's a program in here you can take your science and use it to get money. There you go. Takes 5% science and turns it into money, and you can of course crank that way up. I'm not going to do that though. All right, let's see. I want stations only. Which gives me Ripley Hub and Vasquez Station. Let's see what we got for science there. I'm sure it's full. Oh yeah, there's still the space plane here that needs to get sent back. I forgot all about that. There's the science lab. And it has it does not have. Wow, it's really big. Oh, there's no data here. That's why. Well, oh well, we got a little bit. Let's go to the other station. I'm sure there's more there. All right, let's check this one out. I've got to sort Ripley Hub out. They got no science going on there at all. There's a Spice Girls reunion tour. Why? All right, and here we have no science. What happened to all my science? Thought for sure this thing was working. Well, let's see what the space truckers got. They must have something. I thought for sure I had science in those. Let's see what these guys are up to. The scientists on board my stations developed a WoW, a World of Warcraft addiction, and just gave up on their work. Level up some night elf rogues. There's some science. That's what I'm talking about. These guys, these are the real guys. These are the guys getting it done. I'm gonna have to send up some more and just make a whole trailer park up here. As soon as this is done transmitting. All right. Let's go back and it's quite a view. Let's go see if we can get the nuclear engines now. And yeah, it looks like we definitely can do that. So let's do that. Now we have the nuclear engines. Let's just finish off that tier of research. And we can get one more thing. I'm not sure what I want that to be. I'll have to think about it. Well, maybe that. I'll think about it, and I'll get that by next time. But we successfully failed at landing on Eve, and we successfully succeeded at landing on Duna and Ike. All in all, I feel pretty good about it. Those headlights missions were just doomed from the beginning. They weren't very good. I think we were maybe a little ahead of the technology with those. Um, expected a little more than they were able to give, but we are now successfully on Duna and Ike, so that's a step in the right direction. And we still have over 450,000 Kerbal bucks in the bank. So we'll see what we can do next time. It was a good night. I'm very happy with it. Nobody died. Everybody's where they need to be. Um, I feel really good about it, which is scary. But well, thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed watching today, and I look forward to seeing you next time as we continue to explore the Kerbal system. Thanks again. Have a good night. Bye.